Man right here is actually a young MMA professional. He's just come back from SA Champs. Please tell us your name, your handles, where people can follow you, how we can find you in the stores, what area you live in, your blood type, where your mom lives, all that stuff. Handles, I'm just asking for handles, man, don't worry.
My name is Mpho Hloka. Handle is Mpho_Hloka at IG. And then, there's not much more I can tell you other than the fact that I'm 8-1 currently. Just recently came from Worlds. We competed in Albania. Me, myself, two other gentlemen. One being Mpho Hloka and the other being Tyron Platt. And yeah, got a lot of experience going with the house.
That's awesome, that's awesome. I've actually trained with Mpho Hloka myself back in the day when I was thinking about doing stuff. How was it being there? How was the vibe? Can you give us any insights into what it's actually like competing for youngsters like yourself in Worlds?
Well, at first it can be very nerve-wracking considering it was my first experience, first of all flying out of the country and also competing up against an international athlete. But at the very same time, I also saw that hey, we actually stack up quite well up against the rest of the world. Obviously there's still a few things to fix. In saying that, we came back with losses, not with victories. But on top of that, we can beat these people. They're not like made of steel. They're human beings with their own gaps and holes, and the openings are always there. It's just that now we're going to come back, adapt to what we learned, and get stronger.
Well, I always feel that in these situations, you don't know what you don't know.
Yes.
So now you know you can improve and go on to do better. When are we going to be seeing you maybe in the professional realm? Are you moving into versus maybe? What are you doing now?
So currently I'm actually the versus featherweight champion.
Wow.
I had to actually...
Shit, guys, I didn't know that. Wow, championship shit right here, baby.
Yeah. So I actually relinquished that to give other people an opportunity to fight for that. Right now, I am going to still stay an amateur. My goal is to go to Africa because that is something we skipped before going to Worlds. So I'd rather go there, give that a go, which is in November, not in November, sorry, in May. And then after that, might go UFC. So I will be going pro next year.
Can you give the people at home a little bit of insight into the pay schemes? Do you get paid as an amateur fighter?
Actually, no, you don't get paid at all. If you were getting paid, then you'd technically be a pro.
Oh, okay. So now how are you as an amateur fighter getting income? How are you supporting yourself? How are you supporting the stream that you have?
Well, currently I have technically 2 jobs. I work as a reception and I'm a coach. So I do personal training, coach kids classes, coach adult boxing classes, and that's how I make my living right now to support myself. But obviously the goal is to one day get a living from fighting.
Of course, of course. Guys, support our warriors like we back our boys. Make sure you come to Apex, get some classes with Mpho. He can teach you some shit. Featherweight mother champion right here, baby. He can teach you things. Support our boys. Any sponsors that are watching right now, this man is a phenom. He's coming up. Please, 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 we need to support our fighters. We need to make sure Mpho is fighting all the time. Make sure he's entertaining us. Make sure he's always healthy and looking good. Netflix, this man needs to be in movies coming up. I've said it like 4 or 5 times during the time I've been here. This man must be in movies.
Slowly, tiger.
hey, no, we can get what we can get. So now, what pushed you into fighting? What is the thing that made you think, I want to be a fighter and not a fighter?
Well, it's just something I've been very passionate about. You know, for me, like starting martial arts when I was younger in high school, it was a big confidence booster. It made a big difference to who I was as a person. I learned a lot of things. And it was just something I realized that I'd love to live day to day to the highest levels. So I want to get to the highest level and live at that level for as long as possible. And obviously that requires me doing that from a young age and using my youthful body right now. I mean, because I won't be able to do this when I'm 38. I can only do this now, and there's no better time than now.
I mean, I love that. I love that. And can you give us a little bit of insight? I speak a lot about the influence of the older MMA fighters or the older fighters that you have around you, especially here at Apex. Can you give us a little bit of insight into what it's like to train with you and Boyd and the guys here that have so much skill?
Well, it's very insightful. Like, for example, working with someone like Boyd Allen, I'm sure yourself, he's a very accomplished fighter in UFC, in fact, in both MMA and boxing. And he has so much knowledge that he's always ready to give to us. We have gentlemen like Oscar, Shubentia, we have people like Luke, who's been in the fight game, also in boxing and in MMA. So I can never say that I'm at like a loss of knowledge. I always have some knowledge to gain from someone. Yeah.
And this being a striking gym, do you feel an emphasis on the striking, or do you feel that you're quite accomplished on the ground as well?
Well, one thing I can say is that yes, we love our boxing and our striking, but we have quite a good jiu program. Our JIT program is run by tutors, and it's very awesome. Everything that you need to learn as a JIT player, so that you can be defensively sound and offensively sound.
And so next year we see Jim Pro. When is your next fight so that people can support, share, talk about it, tell their mom about it, tell everybody about it, like, share, subscribe, people. We need to know when Mpho's fighting next. Who will be fighting next?
Depending on what information I get back, we'll be planning to go to Namibia in May to do amateur championships for all Africa. And then from there on, we'll sign up with EFC, which will be after May, to get our first debut fight as a pro.
And who is, just a last little flurry question, who is your biggest inspiration when it comes to combat sports as a whole? Not just MMA, not just boxing, just combat sports. Who's something you look up to?
Funny enough, that's actually my coach.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in the sport without knowing him, without actually first admiring him from afar. And he taught me everything I need to know to be in the sport, and he has let me know that if I keep doing what I'm doing, I will get to my goal, and my goal is to become the best, and I will get to it.
I believe it too, guys. I believe it too. Sitting with such a talented, humble man right here just shows why the Apex tournament is one of the best in South Africa. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me, and it was a true honor. I can't wait to see what you do.
Likewise.
Awesome. Thank you. That's what's up.